Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. I am Benjamin Williams and today we're laying on the floor a little bit, messing with the home lab. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a configuration that I'm going to give on my Cisco Catalyst 3750 switch that is going to allow me to connect to this device remotely via SSH. I recently did a video connecting to the switch via Telnet, and as we know, Telnet is over TCP port 23. And as we know, data sent between two devices via Telnet is sent unencrypted. So if an attacker was to be scanning our network and they were able to intercept our login credentials, for example, they will be able to see all of that information in plain text. But we can protect ourselves in the production network by using secure protocols such as SSH, which is over TCP port 22. So if an attacker was scanning our network and traffic is sent via SSH, they will be able to see the traffic, but it will be encrypted, so they don't know what's being sent between the two devices. So we want to be secure within our networks and use secure protocols such as SSH. All right, so I have a few things laid out. First off, I have my lab topology that we're kind of going to be following. So you can see my switch, which has an IP address of 192.168.2.1, and it's on VLAN 1. You can also see my PC, which has an IP address of 192.168.2.4. And we're going to confirm both of those IP addresses and VLANs here in a second. I have my command list that we're going to be giving to the actual switch itself, so we can connect to this device remotely via SSH. I have my command prompt up for my PC. And then I have PuTTY up as well. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is just confirm my IP address on my PC. So let's do an IP config. All right, and if I go up and I look at the Ethernet adapter over Ethernet, I can see that my IP address is 192.168.2.4. All right, so that matches up to what I have on my table. All right. And if I give in, let's go to PuTTY, and let's do, we're going to connect to the Conf5, and I already confirmed that within my device manager. So let's hit open. All right, so we can see we have PuTTY up now. All right, so we're on my switch now, and we're connected to the console port on my switch. All right, so now let's move our commands kind of over here, so we can still see them, and then we can type them in as well. So let's first off give the enable password, and this is going to allow us to get in the enable mode on our switch when we connect to it remotely. If we don't do an enable password, we will not be able to get into enable mode remotely. So we need to configure an enable password. So let's do enable password, and it's going to be Cisco. Let me enter there. Oops, I gotta go and configure terminal mode, sorry. So let's retype that again. I was not into global configuration mode. So let's do an enable password Cisco. And we should be given an enable secret to be, to encrypt this password within our running config. But we're just going to give the basics. So let's just do the enable password Cisco. Let's do a username of Cisco and a password of pass. All right, let's give the host name of bin switch. It's going to be the same host name. All right, let's give the IP domain name. So let's do IP domain name bin switch .local, and this is just a random name that I made up. All right, let's do crypto. If I can spell crypto key generate RSA. All right, let's specify a key of a modulus of 1024. So enter. It's generating our RSA keys now. All right, And let's go and let's enable login local on our VTY lines. So let's do line VTY 0 through 15. And that's all of the VTY lines. And let's do a login local. So it's going to use our local database so we can log in remotely. All right. So let's hit enter there and let's do an end. All right. So now we have given the configuration on the switch to be able to connect to this switch remotely. All right. So now let me go ahead and restart PuTTY, and I'm going to be right back. So let's just close down this session. Let's close down this as well. All right. And I'm going to reload PuTTY. So I did forget to show the IP address information on my switch for the VLAN 1 interface. So let's just confirm our IP address on our switch. Let's do a show IP interface brief. All right, so we actually need to make a change. So I had 192.168.2.1, but my DHCP server, which is my router, gave me an IP address of 192.168.2.9. So let me change that to 2.9 in the chart that we're referring to. But everything else looks to be good. All right, so now let's go ahead and reload PuTTY and then pick up from there. All right, so now we have a fresh PuTTY configuration up on the screen, and we want to connect to the switch remotely via SSH. So we have the SSH box checked. As you can see, we're going to be connecting remotely SSH over TCP port 22. And let's go ahead and specify the IP address. So we just checked that, which was 192.168.2.9. All right. So now if we hit open, our window opens up. So let me bring it down so you guys can see it. Now it's asking me about the RSA keys. So we're just going to hit accept there. All right, so if we remember, our username was Cisco and our password was pass. And now we just connected to this device remotely via SSH. We did not do it through the serial connection this time. As you guys can see, we're connected to the device remotely now from my actual PC itself. So if I do a enable, now it's asking us for the enable password. And since we applied that, we're going to go ahead and type Cisco there and hit enter. And now we're able to control this device and do whatever command we want to. We can do a configure terminal. We can do an end. We can do a reload. If we wanted to reload this whole router, we could. So we can do whatever we want now because we're connected remotely via SSH, and all of the traffic that we do or the configuration changes that we make to this device are going to be encrypted because SSH is a secure protocol. All right, so I appreciate you guys for watching this video, and we're going to be making some more home lab videos in the future. So thank you guys for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one.